sounds like it was written in 1798. Just to give you a sample, it just says something like, to cause such alien to be duly apprehended and conveyed before such court. And then that's the way the language goes on and on. Really difficult to follow. As I read it, I see three things. First, it says that the president can arrest someone under that act without an arrest warrant. So he can declare that the act applies and that we're at war, and then they can arrest people who they believe are from the country with which we are at war. The second thing I read it to say is that after someone's arrested, then they go before the judge, and then the judge decides certain issues. And so it's going to be a very limited review. But as I read it, it says that the judge can decide whether the arrested person has necessary foreign status to be a foreign enemy. So basically, in the case of the Venezuelans, the judge would say, well, I mean, his family might be from Venezuela, but he's never been to Venezuela. He was born, or maybe he was brought over as a child from Venezuela at, 2 years of age. And there's not enough of a connection between this person and that country that we're supposedly at war with. I think it might be some kind of discussion like that as to whether that, or maybe he's not even a Venezuelan at all. Maybe he's from, some other country. So that's what the judge is going to try to figure out, as to whether that person is actually a foreign enemy based on the connection with that country. And then I think the second thing that the judge can do, and this part might be the part that's really argued in court quite a bit. What I read in the little research I did was that the judge can review whether the existence of a declared war. So did the president just make this whole thing up, or did a president actually have any facts to claim that there is actually the existence of a war or incursion or anything else that would invoke this statute? It gets complicated, obviously, and I think that the debate's going to be on that last point that I just said, as to whether or not the judge has a right to even ask whether the statute was properly invoked at all. Because if the judge can review that, I think he'll rule in favor of the Venezuelans. But if the judge is not allowed to even review